Well, I started about 3 years ago. Dawn and I were talking because she was doing some retreats, and so I told her that I did music and, of course, do yoga, and I also do massage. So she actually hired me for the massage and for the music part, so I've been doing that pretty much every year since then. Well, the word yoga means yoked, and so as Christians, Jesus said, "Take my yoke upon you and learn of me." And so when we do that with our body, soul, and spirit, and that's a form of worship, and I'm a worshiper anyway. And so when I think of doing yoga, and in my faith and the meditations and using Bible verses and some of the music that we use, then I just feel like I'm taking that yoke on in every aspect of my life and being very intentional about yoga, about my faith, and just about my life in particular. Well, a lot of yoga is already a little bit faith-based in some ways. So I think for people who have kind of fear just about the yoga part of it is when they realize that we are very Christ-centered. It would just be like going to a church service, sharing the gospel. That helps to relieve their fears. As far as their bodies, we try to tell people to listen to their bodies. And so just like in any other area of life, if you're pushing it, you know to relax and to calm down. And so in yoga is the same way. We say, don't look around and try to do what everybody else is doing, but listen to your own body and go as far as your body is allowing you to do. And so that, I think, brings people some peace, knowing that they can kind of go at their own pace and do what their body can do and not have to try to keep up with everybody else. Well, I've worked at yoga centers where I did massage, and I've always done yoga and just always loved it, and I've never been afraid of it. But I've always thought, wow, it'd be so great to do this centered on Christ. And so many Christians don't want to do yoga, but I found that if they're centered on Christ, that would be the perfect avenue for them, because they have to be using their bodies and also engaging their spirits and their emotions, everything. And so I think that for me, it was just when I heard that there was actually people doing it, I thought I have to get involved with that. It's been a great journey. I love yoga and I love Christ, so it just incorporates all of my whole world. So it's great. Yes, I think yoga does that, and I think really all kinds of yoga. It tries to keep you centered, be mindful of who you are, be intentional with what you're doing, aware of things around you. And I think that when we get so busy in life, whether we're women or men, yoga can just really calm us down. But for me, yoga is a way to, I'm a teacher anyway in personality, and so continuing to teach women to be who they are through yoga or through any area of my life is really important to me. And so for me, yoga just reminds me, be who you are, be in the space where you are, be in the moment, stay in that moment, and that helps a lot of things. The first time I met Dawn and Jen, I went with a friend who I just met named Lynn, and we went to a full day practice of theirs. It was a little retreat, and I fell in love with them immediately. I just felt their openness and their honesty about who they were and what their mission was just resonated with me. And they just really allow people to be who they are without any pressure, and I love that about them. And so I just immediately felt at home with them, like I could be myself and carry on in my life what I wanted to do with some of their same vision. I was able to participate. Yeah, I did probably two pieces of yoga each time that I worked. I did work a lot, but I still got to get in there, and then I've gone to some of their things without working. So some of their day retreats, like I said. But yeah, I still feel you get a real sense during the dinner times and the lunch times. They have Bible studies, and you get a real sense of feeling for who they are in regards to all of that. So yeah, I've gotten a little bit pieces here and there. And then just working on the people as a massage therapist is wonderful too, because I get to hear everything that they're learning. So I feel like I'm always there, even though I'm working in the background. I think it's fantastic. I love that they've just now done their own training in yoga, so it brings their own vision to the process. And everything they offer mindful eating, journaling now, Bible studies, and vision boarding. They're just keeps incorporating things into their whole wellness center, and I think it's great. definitely something we all need. We all need retreating from the world, and we all need to come back refreshed. And so, yeah, I think the Center for Living Well is a fantastic vision. Just that I think that people should try it. Just don't be afraid. Just step out, and if they see a retreat coming up, even if it's a day retreat or a weekend retreat, just go for it and give it all you got.